Have you ever wondered why some developers crack product companies while others struggle despite knowledge on programming? The answer is very simple, guys. They know data structure and algorithm. So whether you wanted to crack big FAANG companies like Facebook, Meta, Google, Amazon, Adobe, Atlassian, or even more better than this, then I am back with a brand new series on data structure and algorithm, guys, which is important for you to skill in big FAANG companies. And in this series, I'm going to teach you absolute zero to interview level of preparation. So there you go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tech Learn with Ravi or Learn Tech with Ravi. My name is Ravi Gaurav, and I'm having close to 10 years of experience in software industry. I currently working as a solution architect, and throughout my career, I have built a lot of enterprise applications, worked on large-scale digital transformation products and the projects, and mentored more than right now is 67,000 plus people across the globe. And I have helped close to 20,000 plus working professionals in switching their careers. So while many people know me for ServiceNow programming or ServiceNow, Learn ServiceNow with Ravi, so I have come up with a great foundation for you guys so that even you can crack ServiceNow product companies interviews. Even you can be the product part of ServiceNow. So programming has always been a foundation of software, guys. So while many of you know me for ServiceNow, that's exactly why I am starting data structure and algorithm series. So why this series? You will see everything in this series, guys, from basics till advanced. So why this series? If you ask me, over the past few years, I have received thousands of messages, DMs, questions from asking students, shall I learn JavaScript in order to learn ServiceNow? My answer was always no. We should move to the glide coding on ServiceNow. So that is one part. But what about the software industry where people, it's not only ServiceNow, they know Python, they know C, C++, Ruby and all that. They wanted to transition their career in such a way that the dream company can come true. So that's the reason thousands of questions. I came this year, 2026, July 11th. Why programming language? Which programming language should I'm going to learn? So how do I start DSA from scratch? What will be the roadmap? Everything in this series is going to be coming. This series will be close to around 2.5 to 3 months. And every week there will be 2 sets of videos will be coming for DSA series and 1 set of videos for all those ServiceNow lovers. So for ServiceNow, there will be 1 separate video. For data structure, there will be 1 separate series which is going on. And why DSA is important, guys? Data structure and algorithm are not just for interview topics, guys. They teach you how you think. They improve your problem solving ability. They help you to write efficient and you can say scalable code across the universe, across the globe. When I was part of universities, there was scalable codes that we write in C, C++, but now the time has changed. Now it is JavaScript, or people use Java, or people use Python. So this entire series will be on JavaScript so that it can target all the students who is in last year or in the 3rd year, or ServiceNow developers, ServiceNow architects, ServiceNow admins, whether you are a web developer, backend, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, cybersecurity, whatever you think of. This DSA will help you to think how to solve a problem. So programming language which I'm going to choose is your JavaScript. And we will build one of the best framework, which is nothing but called JavaScript, using JavaScript. So you might be wondering why Ravi is emphasizing on JavaScript, because JavaScript one of the most easy after Python. When Python was not there, JavaScript was from that level. So it allows you to build front end, back end, both NodeJS, full stack development, back end development. So instead of learning multiple language, I focus right now on JavaScript, because your browser, your console, at many places in your organization, they are using JavaScript. So I will be sharing you with a roadmap right away, and we will do certain installation today so that we can kickstart with our virtual, not virtual. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is virtual, but the journey on YouTube platform with you guys on data structure. So stay tuned, guys, and I will be shifting my screen and I will sharing you the content which we are gonna do it right. Okay, let's move on. So welcome back, guys. So this is the course syllabus which I have prepared for you guys for the next maybe 100 videos we will be having in this series. So we will start with very basics for foundation setup till we start with phase 1 with the fundamentals of programming. So this will take a couple of videos to cover all the basics part. Then we'll go from here, I guess. Phase 2, which is time complexity. From here, your data structure is really gonna kick in. Okay. So we are covering every part, space complexity, arrays. Then we will solve a lot of problems. So I have mentioned 60 plus coding problem we will be practicing. Then same goes to string, recursive, backtracking, linked list, stack, queue, heap, binary search. So we have a lot of things to be covered, guys. And by the way, we will be doing a dynamic programming also. Yeah, here. So we will do that in this series, guys. And I will put this syllabus on our YouTube channel. You can download this from the Google Drive link, which I will be putting, or you can view that. Before I start and really go into it, which platform I will be using is Visual Code Studio, guys. So Visual Code Studio was built by pre-code editor, by the way, this is, which is designed and built by Microsoft few years back. So whether developers write softwares, they need to practice, organize the code. So this is the best place to go, Visual Code Studio. So how you can correlate Visual Code Studio is like this, guys. For example, I have Microsoft Word. So where I am writing an article. Think on this. And that article has to be submitted. Similarly, Visual Code Studio is for developers where they can write the code which machine can understand. Machine cannot understand what is Ravi. Machine always understand machine language. And it will be converted further on in the binary and all. We'll talk about it. So VS Code Studio is used for writing code like Microsoft Word is used for writing a document. So keep that in your mind before we move further. And if you ask me, Notepad. So Notepad is a text editor where we edit the text, guys. So right now we have Notepad and we edit the text. VS Code Studio or VS Code, you can say a smart code editor. So which we will install. I have already installed, but I'll show you how you can install it. So what VS Code Studio will do, it's an IDE. So what IDE will do, where it can give you suggestions, it can help you what type of code you are writing, syntax check, error check, it will tell you IntelliSense box, it can help you debug, which Notepad cannot do, which is an editor, not IDE. So editor and IDEs are two different things, guys. So right now, if you see in front of your screen, let me open, this is Visual Code Studio, which I have downloaded. So this is an IDE. And if I open Notepad, so here, if I type Notepad, so this Notepad is a word editor. So here we edit the words. So this is understood by machine, but the coding is not understood by the machine. For that, we need a VS Code Studio. So we are gonna do that, and let's go with that. So I'm gonna use the slides. So here I'm gonna use. We'll go to Visual Studio Code. We go there. The first page which is gonna open for you. Please download this. So it is available on all the operating system. If you are using Ubuntu, Fedora, Linux, Unix, Mac, Windows. I am a Windows user right now, so I am using a Windows. If you want Mac, I can use a Mac for our coding purpose. But at this point of time, I am using Windows. So you can download the window like this. And if you want, there are Copilot version also, if you wish to. So this is downloaded on the top right hand side. And you can download it. Once you download, it look like this. Visual Code Studio in front of you like this. Now, after this Visual Code Studio, we are gonna download. We have to download one more setup, guys, by the way. I don't want you to follow this step, which if I go to downloads, here double click and you can download. Yeah, this already exists, so I cannot do that. So you can download it, guys, from the same place which I told you. Now, second part, guys, very simple. Your Visual Code Studio is a ID. Now, here I can start writing code. Correct. Your browser, which you see here, and this browser is made up of maybe JavaScript. So you know that all the browsers are made and combined from JavaScript codes. You can right click and go to inspect element and check here. This is the HTML code JavaScript you can see here. But the point here is, if the browser is made up of JavaScript, why we need to write a code in a different ID? Think on this. So why do we need Visual Code Studio? And we need another app to be downloaded that is called NodeJS. So this is one of the questions which most of the students ask me, why do we need Node.js? Now here's the important question. If JavaScript run inside a web browser, why do you think we use Node.js? Think about it for a moment. So keep in your mind, browsers like Chrome, Safari, Firefox, Edge can execute JavaScript easily, but only inside the browser environment. So this is the Chrome browser environment. Here only they can run the JavaScript. But you need Node.js so that you can write the JavaScript outside the web browser. I am again repeating. So think about a moment when you are using a Chrome and a page is open to you and it is running, it can execute JavaScript. You can see right now, if I open Google also, right click inspect element, it is running JavaScript. So it can execute on the browser environment. And as a software developer, we also want to write a JavaScript that runs on the browser, on your computer. Correct? Without opening the browser. And for that reason, we need Node.js. So Node.js is going to require, guys, a lot. And Node.js will help you to write on the browser environment. So I would like to show you something. Guys, let me open Microsoft. One. So now think of this situation, guys, where we have JavaScript, So this is further divided into two parts, guys. One is browser, which we were using every day, like Chrome browser, Firefox. And the second one which you see is your Node.js. So what I told you, why we need Node.js few minutes back. We already have a browser, Chrome browser and Firefox. So it runs on their Windows environment, guys. Their own Chrome environment or Firefox environment. But suppose if I wanted to write a code, where I'm going to write? So this environment is required, and this environment will help you, me and everyone to execute outside the browsers. This is used on the browsers, and this is a place where you can write a code which is linked to Visual Code Studio, VS Code. So we have already downloaded VS Code Studio. Now I'm going to show you how you can download Node.js. So let's go back. I'm going to take you there and type Node.js. Nodejs.org, and I have used English. If you are from English region, you can use English. For US, it is UK, it is UK, USA, and all that. And come here, click on Get Node.js. And this is a Windows platform. For Windows users, Mac platform for Mac users. And click on Windows, and you have this option called Windows Installer.msi. So you can install this file, and that will be easy for you guys to install this file. It is pretty much straightforward. Just go there and install it. Okay. So once you install it, I'm going to show you something. Just go to the command prompt and just check. Okay. By the way, first of all, let's see whether Node is installed on my system or not. You can see here. Node it install, and this is the terminal which says the version 24.18. but still I am going to check the version of Node using command prompt that is called node-v enter, and it is going to giving me the version of version of Node. And we have one more called node package manager -v. Now this is what this npm will do. It includes all the libraries. So once you install this node guys, it install all the libraries which Node.js is going to be used for running it. So you can see npm verify npm versions, and you can do using node v. Okay. Now the second step is, guys, we'll go to our desktop. We have a DSA folder. We'll open that DSA folder, and we'll add a folder here called day01. Guys, you can also create your own folder and keep on practicing whatever we'll do in our videos. So we'll go back to our Visual Code Studio. So now let's go back to Visual Code Studio, go to the file and open your folder which you have created. Desktop, DSA01. Okay, so day 1 is coming up. And right below this day 1, guys, there is a small icon. If you see, click on this, and here you can type your app.js, which is nothing but my file which I have created. Now just see here, generate code using Ctrl+I, and this is something which we are not gonna do. This is because of Copilot, guys, and trust me, we are not gonna use any kind of AI at this point of time unless we are well versed in code. So whatever we start typing, that will auto go. So don't worry about it if you are using Copilot version of Visual Code Studio. So now, guys, this is the file which you will be creating, and over here we will be start writing our code. So before I wind up for this session, guys, I would like to show you a basic code. So I wanted to print something in simple language that, hey, welcome to Tech with Ravi. So first line of a code. So print statement was there in C, C++, system.printout.ln was there in C++. But what we have? So what we have installed? Node.js. Node.js has what? Terminal, where we can see the output. Why? Because we have to run the output on our local browser, not on the Chrome browser at this point of time. So we'll go to the terminal, we click on new terminal, and here the output will be shown to me. And I have to run node app.js, enter. Right now, nothing is not showing up. So let me start writing a code. And the first line of a code to print a statement is, I'm going to print in the terminal console. So I will be writing console.log. Now we'll talk about it, console.error, console.warn. We have a lot of things. But what is this console.log? We'll see in the next class, upcoming class. And I'll put a statement inside it. And the statement will be, welcome to Learn Tech with Ravi. That's all. Give a semicolon, Control S, save it, and then again come back here, guys. Type node app.js. There you go. Welcome Tech with Ravi. So congratulations, guys. We are able to write first line of a code on Visual Code Studio, installing Node.js on our terminal. And trust me, this is going to be super easy, you can say, platform which you can learn, and it is very, 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 very helpful. So when we'll meet back in the next video, so we'll see all the fundamentals which are required. We will start from variables, data types, output, input, conditional, switch, and then we'll go on further. Till then, guys, thank you so much, and we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye everyone.